Hi, Days fans. It's Saturday, April 24th, and wow.
Huge episode. Huge, huge, huge. E-Jammy fans are dancing in the streets,
Oh, yeah.
celebrating.
I am sorry, Safe, but I see in Sammy's eyes nothing. When Rafe showed up, she looked like, ah, crap. You're going to ruin what I got going on here. And then, she was defensive towards him, but not as much as normal. Like, it seems like she's done with him. And what does that mean for...
Hold on, let me go right for the camera.
But what does that mean for Galen Gearing
We
on
gotta hook
Days?
him up with somebody.
I want him to be with Nicole.
I do too.
If I got my summer wish, it would be for Nicole and Rafe to have a fling. I think those two could be adorable together. He thought he liked a taste of the bad girl before. Bring on Nicole.
So I don't even know where to start. There's so much going on. Let's jump right to the Molly Burnett show. So Philip wastes no time in rebounding, but that's how he is,
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, no, jump into bed with Melanie,
Right.
go back to Stephanie, no, go back to Melanie.
And he doesn't learn
get
from his
married.
mistakes, because he did this with Stephanie. He ran to Stephanie and he said to Melanie, I have a chance with Stephanie. And here he is with Chloe. The second he gets the call from Melanie, he runs away from her. Oh, I didn't regret this.
Don't remind me of those words, because you know how it upsets me.
I know, but he did the exact same thing with Chloe.
So do you see why I get so upset about the Melanie Philip?
It was like,
I
wham,
hate them
bam,
together.
thank you, ma'am.
That guy's a scumbag. He has a terrible track record.
I don't really think he's a scumbag, because I feel bad for him for what happened to him with Belle. But he kind of brought that on himself.
Yeah, but when Belle left him and she was back with Sean, he still slept with her.
Yeah, that's true.
God,
But this is what I said to JB. I have a friend who tells me that I like to go out on the skinny branches. I guess that's her way of saying I ask questions that are going to cause trouble. But I said to JB, if I saw him kissing some other woman, and then I went and slept with some other guy, would he forgive me? And
No.
he said, no way. And I'm like, but I only did that because I saw you kissing someone else.
Well, I wouldn't forgive you. I'm saying that you should forgive me for kissing that person, but I'm not going to forgive you for sleeping. And I think what Philip did is far worse than what Melly did. I'm not condoning her actions, but still, it is way over the top.
The reality is, she's totally in love with Nathan,
Yes.
and this is how it's going to play out. Her and Nathan are going to fight their feelings for each other. Stephanie's going to get screwed over for probably a couple more months, being second fiddle, until probably when all the Kyriakis cousins show up from Justin's side of the family for her to continue her game of family tango.
Yeah.
But, oh, hi, Burlington.
Oh, you haven't been on the show for a while.
I know, we haven't done our outside show in a while. But for a while, Nathan and Melanie will fight their feelings, and they'll talk about how much they love each other, but it's so wrong, and yada, yada, yada. All the while, Philip and Chloe will be having this talk like, oh my God, what did we do?
Oh, God.
What did
Chloe
we do?
really is the offender here. She had no reason other than circumstantial evidence.
But
hearsay.
How is it going to come out? I mean, is anyone going... I mean, how is this going to come out? Or is one of them going to confess and then it's going to come out to the other one? Is Chloe going to get pregnant? That would be something.
Yes.
Oh, please.
But he's got a low sperm count and she can't have babies.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I mean, can you think of lower odds?
But I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. They are so going to have the most cutest little flowy baby ever.
Oh, God. I hope so. That's the only couple that I like. That's the only Philip couple that I like. Chloe.
I want you all to start writing down names right now in the comment section of what the little flowy babies should be named.
Oh, what are they going to name them? Do you think we could all influence that name?
I know. Why don't we all vote?
Let's make it a goal to name that baby.
Yeah,
that's going to happen.
That's what we're going to do.
I guarantee you. We haven't had a pregnancy in a while.
No, we are so missing a pregnancy. We have not had one. We have not had one in 2009 at all.
And Chloe...
2009 was pregnancy free because both of those babies were born like in January. So, okay, we had a few weeks.
So Chloe's a long shot for pregnancy. That means that she's going to get pregnant
Yeah,
the first time she
hell
has
yeah.
sex. Nicole, she was sterile, or whatever you call it, sterile, or
Yeah.
and she had a baby. Well, sort of.
That was the E-Jammy
I
Love
still
Clinic,
think that
though.
baby is alive. Yeah, EJ
Oh,
EJ impregnates every woman the first time he has sex
speaking
with
of
her.
the Love Clinic that I thought should be headed by Dr. Baker, let's talk about him and friggin' Hope knocking EJ over
All right,
the damn
let's take
head.
a breath because this is so huge and so, I don't know, it's just
I
enormous.
wish Dr. Baker would show up at one of these events we're going to in LA.
Oh yeah, I would dig talking
I'm
to
gonna
him.
find him on Twitter and ask him to go.
Okay, who predicted that Hope's next victim would be EJ?
Rockin', I gave you the big high five
Yes,
during that,
thank
didn't I,
you.
honey? I was like, props to you, sweetheart.
So anyway, I was naughty and I watched this isn't really naughty because it's available to everybody, but I watched the previews that are shown during non-days hours, and it showed
Oh,
Sammy
yeah. So that
rescuing EJ.
That doesn't count as a spoiler because
No.
you didn't go snooping
This
for
is
it.
public knowledge.
Yeah.
Sammy finds EJ unconscious, and then she gives him the kiss of life, and then they make out.
But just so you guys know, in case you're wondering, on a day-to-day basis, we don't watch very much TV. I mean, we pretty much only watch Days, and we only watch it on DVR. So we don't see any of those previews. Like JB, one of your employees, will tell you stuff that's happening on Days.
I call them team members.
Team members. I always want to know what you want to call them because employees sound so condescending.
Yeah, it is.
So one of your team members, we'll talk about Days stuff, and we're like, how the hell do you know that? But it's because she must watch other segments on NBC other than just Days.
Yeah.
So
what else?
well, EJ, when Dr. Baker kind of lures EJ to talk to him so that Hope can come up behind him and conk him on the head, Dr. Baker doesn't realize that the sweet nothing that he's trying to score with, which, by the way,
Oh, how does he not know who Hope is?
oh, forget that part, but props to you, Dr. Baker, trying to make the moves on Hope. Like, if you're like a 4,
Hey, Dr.
Maybe-
Baker's got a certain je ne sais quoi about him, you know?
I'm just saying, I love the confidence, buddy.
Yeah.
I love it.
He is a smooth operator, that. And, you
Yeah.
know, when you can, like, just throw out, people think I'm dead. That's a
Yeah.
real turn on to some women,
Yeah,
especially
I
Princess
do think-
Gina.
JB, if you'd have said that on our first date, it probably would have changed things.
In a good way.
But didn't I tell you something crazy on our first date? Like, I was being silly. We won't get into that. So,
What was it? Whisper in
I
my
don't know.
ear.
I'll tell you
Oh,
later.
okay.
So,
Separate posts.
so Dr. Baker is all freaking out now because EJ knows who he is.
Yeah.
And when he said he was going to help out Hope, he didn't.
EJ killed him.
Yeah, good point. Or Stefano, whoever.
Whatever. It's all the same.
Yeah.
He's the Demira.
Tomato, tomato.
It's all part of the same clan.
Mm-hmm. So that's some good stuff.
So, how long before Sammy moved into the mansion?
Oh,
the mansion?
yeah, the
I think by the
mansion.
end of the week.
Yeah,
if
you know
not
what?
Sooner.
If I were you, EJ, I would have played the will card a little stronger. Like, forget talking to her about all the crap about you could raise the babies together. These are the 2 points I would have used. I'll help you with your teenager. I'll help you with your toddler. As a mother, those T words are what we fear in life.
Didn't he talk about Will at all?
A teeny bit, but he wasn't plugging that as much. I would say this. I'd say, I'll help you get them to bed at night, and I'll stay up with you until the teenager gets home.
So
Sold.
Let's set the stage here. Stefano, Kate, EJ, and Sammy. I mean, can it get
Talk
any
about-
better?
Well, you want to reduce sets days. That's the way to do it.
Oh my God! I mean, I just the dichotomy and the
Why
the
don't you
contrast
move
of
Victor and
characters
all
there.
them in there too while you're at it?
I don't know who Sammy hates more, Kate or Stefano. I'm thinking Kate. She despises Kate.
I don't know, but Stefano's the reason her family fell apart and she didn't get raised by her parents. But Sammy finds out that EJ has kind of pretty much either led Stefano to believe or Stefano has told EJ that Sammy's going to be moving in there, and she goes over there all in a
Yeah.
scurry. Now, of course, she's going to find him conked over the head, but that kind of stuff, like Sammy with her ire up, that's what gets her naked and pregnant.
With her what?
Ire.
What's that mean?
You know, like your fire inside
Oh.
you, your anger.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What was in the previews? Lots of good stuff. But I don't remember.
I don't remember anything in the previews.
Anyway, it was a simple show, but lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Rafe, history. We got to hook him up with somebody.
Nicole.
Yep. All right.
All right, the couple that watches Days together.
Stays together.